ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all of those of you in between. It is I, your host and Dungeon Master for the evening, Cranio Dad. Welcome to another long-awaited 6, 7, 8 weeks later Misfortune's Glory for the Ghosts of Saltmarsh. We'll be picking up immediately where our campaign left off last week. If you have not caught up on those, I encourage you to go search for Defenders of the Skull on YouTube. I'm too lazy to create a button to give me that link. On the other side of the intro, we'll be introducing you to the characters who you may have forgotten or may be long awaiting to see. And we'll be diving right into the story. Sorry about starting a little bit late. See you in just a minute. Welcome back, everyone. Again, I'm your host and Dungeon Master, Cranio Dad. With me, I have most of the party. One is still traveling home from the festivities of the week before. So let's go around the horn, and everybody, please introduce yourself, and feel free to shout out something about your social media or something you'd like people to know.
I'll go first. I am Scott, known on the Twitters and Twitches as Wily Hobbit. And I am excited to be in a PC playing in a real live D&D game with my good friends. So, yay! On occasion, I started streaming a little bit. I'm not sure if that's good, bad, or otherwise. But on occasion, we do a little 5e game on my Twitch channel, Wily Hobbit. So, try and catch that. It's on the random occasional Wednesday. So, very strict streaming schedule there. And that's where you can find me. I'll be playing Cirrus Bronzemist. He's a Bronze Dragonborn Paladin of Lathander, level 5.
I am Miss Misery, also known as Kayla, and I am playing Oddity Price, the Misfortune Teller, and I'm not really got a whole lot other than playing a D&D.
Deluge, Calder.
I guess I'll go. I'm Shannon, Channel Logic across all the internet, the Twitters, the Discords, what have you. And I'm playing the Water Genasi Bard Deluge Marshhand, who's just a delight, never done anything wrong, and just the absolute moral compass and beacon of hope for all of Saltmarsh.
Saltmarsh is screwed. Okay, Calder.
Alright, I am Adam. You can find me at The Nerdy Viking across Twitter, Twitch. I now even have an Instagram, which has got nothing on it. It's sad. But I'll be playing Calder Svensson, the Viking Eldritch Knight fighter of the group that is currently battling his way through the swamps with everybody. And just excited to see where this goes.
So, where we last saw our adventurers, let's go ahead and take a look. Our adventurers had recently been dealing with a ambush of bullywogs, and they met the meaty and painful end of Thousand Teeth, a mythical giant crocodile. through a very epic battle where Oddity was flying, Calder was fighting, Rogelio and Circes were falling, and Deluge was off babysitting. They were able to down Thousand Teeth. They were able to skin him, take some of his teeth and organs. They found a small treasure trove, and as they looked up, they could hear thunder overhead. They saw Deluge come sprinting across the marsh, red-faced and looking worried. She clears the standing water that you guys have been having problems with ease and lands on the other side. And that is where we pick up this evening.
So,
What?
ooh.
What the hell just happened? What did you kill? A giant alligator? Did you?
It was big, huge.
No. Okay, you killed it. You killed it. Okay.
Maybe.
Before you, you see the skin carcass of a gargantuan crocodile, teeth missing, eyes removed, many scales and muscles and fat removed, claws from the fingers, guts ripped open and sifted through.
And also, the head's been severed too, you know, because we're going to try to bring that home and mount that on the wall. So.
There's nothing else though, right? Like nothing else happened. Everything's fine, right?
I
you're
will
fine.
remind the party that you heard some rumbling and grumbling to your south east. And you did see off in the distance, moving back and forth, a troll right before all of this happened.
I think we'd best be aware we're not alone out here. We was set upon by some bullywugs. And in the process of dispatching them, we met our toothy friend who has met his demise, but not without causing some issues before his departure. And I look pretty chewed up, bleeding profusely, trying to kind of finish skinning this thing.
Circes, I need a give me a religion check. And go ahead.
I was gonna say, can I look around and search for anything that is magical of any sort?
Give me an investigation check.
All right, let's see here.
My religion check netted a 2, kind sir.
Okay, off in the deep part of your mind, you can feel a throbbing pain begin. Like a headache, but not physical.
My goodness. Kind of rub my eyes.
What was your roll?
18.
18. You look around, you kind of lift up some leaves and kick some things out of the way. You see the pile of the bullywug carcasses. You kind of carefully and daintily move around Thousand Teeth. You see Circes kind of rub the back of his head and grab his eyes a little bit. And as you look up at Circes, you look past and above you. And in that moment, you see a giant, brilliantly lit purple cloud envelop all of you like that. I need everybody to do a Constitution saving throw and a Wisdom saving throw.
All right.
So not a bunny.
Oh no. Oh no.
So wisdom and con?
Yep.
My con was 20, my whiz was 13.
Con was 20, Wiz was 13. Okay.
Wisdom's 14, con 17.
All right, I got a 17 for my con and a 7 for my wisdom.
Okay.
I got 18 for both.
Who would like to roll on behalf of Rogelio for this? Or I'll do it, actually. I think I have to because I have his sheet somewhere. Actually, hold on. Let me roll. Actually, everybody roll a d20 really quick. Let's do a party average.
6.
19.
12.
8. Got an 8.
45.
Yep. Okay, that answers that question perfectly. 50 is what I was looking for. So, if your Constitution was above a 10, you gain positive effects. If it was below a 10, you don't get any positive effects. All of you failed the Wisdom because nobody had a 28 or higher. Correct?
Oh, I was so close with my 13.
Okay.
Yeah.
In this moment, as you look up and you see this purple cloud envelop you, you let out a very brief shriek. And in that moment, that's all that all of you can hear is the shriek. You look around you and you see this purple cloud with little sparks of lightning, and you hear the thunderous roar in your ears. You feel it starting to match your own pulse. You feel that your fingertips are starting to tingle. You feel the hair on the back of your neck begin to stand up. You feel detached from everything around you, and then everything goes completely silent. If you receive the positive benefits of the Constitution saving throw, you receive the full effect of a full rest.
Oh, nice.
If you did not, you do not receive that effect. You also do not receive any negative effects, because I don't think anybody rolled a 5 or less, did they? On their con save? I didn't think so. Over a matter of what feels like somewhere between seconds and days, your eyes begin to clear. You begin to feel the pulse leaving your ears. Wiley, you hear for a very brief instant your God call out to you, "No!" and fade off. You feel detached from faith at this moment. Oddity feels right at home. You awaken and find yourself in a chamber. You see stairs leading up to a heavily crumbled wall that looks fairly impassable from where you are. It's a very, very large room. You have 2 doors that you can barely make out on the edge. You look and you see that all of you are glowing ever so slightly. And you kind of rub your fingers on your skin and you feel that there's this thick gel-like goo that seems to be covering you, and it's emitting light. So you are your own light source and can see. However, that means those of you that have dark vision are disrupted because it is about 60 feet worth of light, which means you can't see beyond that because of you are your own light source. So you have 60 feet of visibility. Not as bright as daylight, but not necessarily enough to hinder your vision. You see a door to the northeast and a door to the southeast. Both look like they're crumbling, and they've been there for a rather long time. The floor is tiled, and it is cake full of bones and discarded remains, some with muscles and flesh still on them, others completely desiccated and bones rotting away into fine powders and mold. There is armor strewn about. At an instant, you can glance and tell that this stuff is old and pretty much worthless. You look, and you start to collect yourselves, and based on your group roll, you find that Rogelio is not there with you.
Oh, shit.
What's
Why
happening?
couldn't you have run? Why couldn't you have run when you saw the giant gator? No, you guys are great. You fight it. You should have run.
I will give the players fair warning that being that there are only 4 of you, the challenge rating for this one shot is now extremely dangerous. Have fun.
Oh, yeah, sounds good.
And you guys do
let's
have
get
7
into
dissonant
this.
whispers.
Oh my god.
I feel like I've been healed, but I can't feel the thunder.
You reach to your holy symbol and you grip it tight, and normally it responds with some level of warmth, and it feels stone cold.
I've never felt this way since joining the church.
Yeah, I don't feel quite
I don't
right
understand.
So, we may be in a tower of a very old wizard.
How on earth would you know where we are?
Because you killed the gator he was guarding this.
But we didn't know that.
Yes, a fun thing that Nightbreeze fails to mention to the people that should have been told. But no, tells me this. Casual conversation. And what am I supposed to fucking do?
Well, seems we're a bit in a predicament here, so I definitely think we should try to find our way out. Do we have all our equipment on us, or?
Why don't you give me an investigation check and I'll let you know.
Investigation. That would be a 10.
As far as you can tell, you have everything that you were standing there with the exception of the crocodile head.
Alright. Yeah. Alright, it seems like Collar's patting himself down. He finds his axes. He's like, whew.
Actually, to be fair,
I
with the exception of any of the crocodile parts.
I'll brandish my halberd.
Or else you guys would be encumbered. So there's that.
Right.
I say we try to find our way out of here. That'd probably be best situation to get ourselves out of. So, you said there's 2 doors or just 1 door?
There's 2 doors. Both of them are to the east. One to the basically due east of you, and one to the southeast. I don't know if you can see them on your screens. They have a dark orange, like a pumpkin orange color.
All right. So I'm gonna bamf out my Raven just to have him out with me. So,
Do me a favor and give me a percentile check.
68.
Nothing happens. You feel completely
Alright,
disconnected from your Raven.
All right. So this is concerning. So yes. Delige,
Okay,
did Nightbreeze say anything about this tower? Like,
Is that where you walked to, by the way?
I just moved a little bit, yeah.
That's Calder.
Kind of just, yeah. Oh, did I move Calder? My apologies.
No, that's okay.
I meant to move me. Oh, yeah, sure it is.
Huh. I'm
I'm just kind of looking around. Investigation roll.
Okay. Give me an investigation. You guys continue your conversation.
I'm gonna try and cast my dancing light anglerfish.
Okay. Give me a percentile die roll.
Jeez, I knew it.
And what's your investigation check, Wiley? 1. Well, you really didn't need it in order to see this.
Okay.
49 on that percentile.
Your dancing light glowfish appears. About 2 seconds later, it feathers and disappears.
Shit.
As you guys
And
see Circe walk over and start kind of looking around and looking for things, there's a bright flash of blue light, so bright that it hurts your eyes for a split second. And before you is a phase spider. Everybody roll initiative.
Oh, good.
I love spiders. Oh, wait, no, I don't.
Yeah.
Good, 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 good.
6 for oddity.
Not a big fan of spiders myself.
You had to fight the gator. You couldn't
It
have
was
run.
attacking us.
25 to 20.
Run.
I've never been very good at that.
15 to 20.
17.
All right. 10 to 15.
10.
Okay. Oddity, what did you have?
I had a 6. I think I said a 6.
6. And Circe. Is that
I
a
have a 4.
4? Beautiful.
Yeah, I like to go last.
Well, you know, it allows you to get a lot of cleanup done and
Rear
kinda,
guard, yeah. I can just kind
rear
of
guard, rear guard.
prepare myself for my action.
Now, the spider does have surprise on you because it's lunging out at you with an attack. And for this attack, it is going to try to bite you.
By you mean me?
Yes. So that's a 10.
Sweet. That does not hit my armor class, thankfully.
Okay. So it misses you. And then we move on to the top of the order. Calder, you are standing at the bottom of the stairs looking around. You see the bright flash. It draws your attention. You look over to Circe, and you see this blue-white, like there but not really there, giant spider just reach out and try to bite him.
All right, so I am going to walk over to right here. I am going to, as my action, I am going to cast Green Flame Blade.
Okay.
And so that's make my attack roll.
How did you get Green Flame Blade? Was that because of
Eldritch Knight? It's a cantrip.
Roll me a percentile die.
It was a cantrip.
76.
You do have it. As you guys can probably tell, any spell that is being given by a higher being of some way, shape, or form, or requires reaching into another plane, you will have to roll a percentile die and reach above a minimum in order for it to even happen. There's a second level for how long it will happen based on what you roll.
What's cool is I carry all my spells in a Ziploc bag, so I'm good. We're on the ocean so much, I don't want them to get wet.
Alright, so let's with that attack, that is going to be a 10.
10 misses.
Alright, so I guess that doesn't go. That's my action. Then my bonus action, I'm going to swing with my offhand with my other axe.
Wouldn't your spell be your bonus action?
No, it's the action. It's a cantrip, so it's just an action.
So then your bonus action would have been your attack.
Yeah, it's no, because part of...
Oh, it's an attack action, the cantrip. Got it.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
It's one of those confusing ones that DMs love so much.
yeah. And then for my bonus action, it's going to be a dirty 20.
That's a hit.
And that is going to be 1d8 plus 4. That is going to be 11 points of slashing.
11 points of slashing. Noted.
And that's my action.
All right. Now it's the spider's turn. Let's see. I need Calder and Circe both to do a wisdom save really fast. Delusion Oddity, you'll be able to hear the vibrations in the air. It's almost like a hiss, but it's from the carapace of the spider vibrating very fast. Circe and Calder.
I
Got a
got
17.
I got a natural 20, so that would make it a 21.
Okay, and what was your Circe?
17.
Okay, both of you are not affected by anything. However, it is at that time that you happen to just notice two more bright flashes of light in the room.
So there's paparazzi with cameras, I see. Very good.
And this one here is going to make a beeline rush for the two of you. And this one here is going to go for Circe, who is the closest. All right,
I think we've given Michael too much time between sessions. This one.
All right. Let's go with Oddity. Attack against you. It is a 16.
It is.
It hits. All right, so you take 7 piercing damage. And I need a con saving throw. And Circe.
Yes.
Attack against you, that's cocked. Is a 18.
That hits my armor class, exactly.
You take 7 points of piercing damage, and I also need a con save from you.
This is 7 for me.
This is 7. Okay. You take an additional 18 poison damage.
7 also.
You also take 18 poison damage.
We're not gonna make it past this first room.
With that, we are now to Deluge.
Oh, Jesus. Cheese on toast. Okay, I'm just gonna try and whack at it with my good old stab-a-stick. See how that works. That's a 19.
19 hits.
Alright. For 9 damage.
Noted.
And let's see, can I do anything else? I'm going to put my hand on Oddity's shoulder, look at her in the eyes, and be like, "You got this." Wink. Bardic Inspiration.
Nice. Oddity. Feeling freshly inspired by that gentle touch.
What does Bardic Inspiration do again?
Bardic Inspiration, you gain, let's see, an inspiration die, a 1d6, and for 10 minutes you can add it to one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. This can be added after seeing the roll, but before knowing the outcome.
Oh yeah, for so I'm going to cast Firebolt at the spider in front of me.
Nice.
That's 19.
19 hits.
10s from my d10s. That is 9 damage.
Noted. It is looking a little rough. A little rough around the edges, a little scraggly. With that, we move on to Circe.
Okay, I will go ahead and attack this one that's right here that I pinged.
Yep.
I have 2 attacks with my halberd. So first attack. Does a 21 hit?
This time I'll allow it.
Okay, very nice. Good. Appreciate that. That's 11 points of damage.
11 noted.
And does a 17 hit?
Yes.
How about 7 more? So a total of 18 damage.
Well done, well done. It looks rough, but it is still up on all 8 of its legs.
All right.
Calder, back to the top of the order.
Alright, so I am going to... not gonna... Well, if I try to cast another cantrip again, do I have to make the percentile roll?
Yep.
Alright, so I'm just going to swing with my 2 attacks on the spider in front of me. So the first attack, that is going to be a 13.
13 barely hits.
Alright, so that is going to be 28 plus 4. That's going to be 8 points of slashing damage again.
Noted.
Second attack, again, same spider. That is going to be a 23.
That one does hit. You find the meat pretty juicy on that one.
Alright. And that's only going to be 5 points of slashing damage.
Maybe not so juicy, but still juicy.
And then my bonus action, I'm going to attack one more time. That's going to be a 21 to hit.
That hits.
Or another 5 points of slashing damage.
It's looking really, really, really rough.
Alright.
All right. So, almost as if there was some coordination, there are 3 very fast puffs of bright white light. And the spiders seem to shift in front of you. Some of you may have even tried to swing, but you realize by the time that you started to swing, they were already gone because they shifted planes. Now with that, we're going to say Circe. They're going to attack you. The one's going to attack you again, the one that's closest to you.
Mm-hmm.
That is only a 12.
That's a miss.
All right, then I need a percentile die roll from any one of you.
I got it as 60.
The one that is furthest south, you see a little purple puff of light, and it seems to stitch itself back together just a little. With that, we move on to Deluge.
All right. I'm going to run on up to this one that's attacking Circes, and I'm going to stab it with my stabby stick.
Stab him with stabby stick.
Yeah, Captain McStabby is what he is named, and I love him. Loving him a little more, because it's 21.
21's a hit.
All right. Oh, 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage, noted.
That's all I got, because I'm only level 4.
Oddity.
I'm gonna go for the one attacking Circes. I'm going to do the same thing. I am, well, actually, check my spells. Anything that I can stop them. No, I've got nothing that can do that. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing as I did before. That is a 22.
22 hits.
Okay. That is 12 damage.
Your firebolt leashes out. It narrowly misses Deluge, flies over her shoulder. It strikes squarely into the abdomen of the phase spider. You smell the burning hair, the charred carcass, and you hear a violent shudder as it collapses upon its 8 legs and falls to the ground. In a mere moment thereafter, particles begin to lift off, and you see blue and white particles dissipate and leaving behind nothing. You have anything else to do?
No.
Okay. Circes.
Yeah, so I'm gonna step up here and engage this guy. And as a bonus action, I'm going to attempt to cast a spell. And that spell is called Searing Smite.
Okay.
And the next time I hit a creature with a melee weapon attack during the spell's duration, which is up to a minute, my weapon, my halberd, will flare with a white-hot intensity, and the attack deals an extra d6 fire and causes the target to ignite.
Okay.
And then it must make a con DC 13 or take additional 6 fire damage.
Okay.
On the start of each turn following. And that'll be my bonus action. Do you need a percentile roll on that?
I do.
That's a 94.
I think that one happens.
Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and make my 2 attacks.
Go for it.
Does a 17 hit?
Yes.
All right, that one. And we'll go ahead and take the, that would be the first strike. So that is 4 plus 3 is 7, plus a d6 fire. 7 slash and 3 fire. And it ignites.
Okay.
And then my second attack is probably a miss. That's a 10.
That's barely misses.
Okay. So that will conclude my turn.
All right. Calder.
Alright, so I am going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 20, run up to here. I am going to attempt to finish this spider off. I am going to try to cast, try to do my green flame blade again on my axe.
Go for it.
That will be a 96.
That hits? Or that works?
Alright, so my attack, that will be a A 22.
22 hits.
Alright, so that's gonna do a D8 plus 4. Gonna do 5 points of fire damage.
All right.
And then let's see. It also additional D8 of fire damage. So that's going to be 5 points, so a total of 10 points of fire damage. And is it? No, it's not within 5, so the flame doesn't jump. And then my bonus action, I'm going to do one more regular axe attack. And that's going to be a 24.
24 hits.
And that will be... That would be 9 points of slashing.
Much like before, as you witnessed in front of you, you bring your weapon down, your bearded axe down, and you find that spot right behind the thorax, and you feel the head begin to cleave off, and as the spider falls to the ground, it particleizes and dissipates, and before the body can fully hit the ground, there is nothing left.
Oh, damn! I would have liked to get a piece of that, the shell of that, make a nice, let's try to figure out, make a nice cloak, a face shifting cloak. That would be my action. That's my turn.
All right. Once again, you guys see a brilliant flash of light. Oddity.
I am going to.
Nope,
roll
it's
that
attacking you.
Oh, great.
15?
Yeah, no, that hit.
15 hits. All right, you take... I'll start rolling now, these ones, instead of taking the standard. You take 8 points of piercing damage, and I need a con save.
Sure. I'm down.
Okay. If it reduces you to 0 hit points, you are stable but poisoned for 1 hour even after regaining hit points. You are paralyzed while poisoned in this way.
Okay.
So you guys look behind you and you see Oddity fall to the ground after being bit.
This is quite the predicament.
Deluge.
Oh, that dude needed to make a con save at the start of his turn also.
Okay.
And it's a DC 13. If he fails, he'll take D6 fire damage.
That would be a 22.
Okay, that seems reasonably successful. And so...
Does he take half?
No, the spell ends. So
Okay.
he goes out.
Okay. Deluge.
I'm really mad, so I'm gonna bard rage and just stab this guy with...
Bard rage. I would like to rage.
I am a barbarian, so I would like to stab the crap out of it with Mr. McStabby.
How enraged do you think Deluge would be?
Screaming in Aquan rage, which she only speaks the language she doesn't understand when she's blinded by fury.
Give me your best impression of that.
It actually just sounds like bubbles.
That's fair. That's fair. I'll give you advantage.
All right, that still sucks, but that is 13.
That hits.
Oh, yay. Let's see. Oh, 10 damage. Pew, pew, pew.
You thrust your stabby McStab stick into its eye. You gouge it, and you see the light inside of it begin to fade, and as it fades, it particleizes and disappears. You are no longer in initiative. You have one down party member whose turn is next, so Deluge, I do need a death save at this point.
Me and Oddity.
I mean, yeah, Oddity, I need a death save at this point.
4.
That's one failure.
I'll come to Oddity. And I will... what do I want to do? I think I will attempt to lay on hands for 5.
Give me a percentile die roll.
A 7.
Nope. You lay on hands and you don't feel anything leave your body.
Okay.
Delusion, Calder, you both have actions that you can take before Audie will have to do another death save.
What do I have?
I guess We have
I'm pouring a potion of healing down her
I
throat.
was gonna
Yeah,
say
I was
I
gonna
have
One of the
on-
regular ones or one
on
of the
my
purple
notes.
ones?
Yeah, it's like I think
Let's see.
Oddity has a potion of healing.
I'm using my potion of healing
Alright.
because I'm gay. So let's see. So that's 2d4 plus 2, so you get 7 health back.
Nice.
Question for the DM.
Yes.
I can assume that attempt to lay on hands would have still drained from my pool.
No, it was
Even though it did
blocked
not
by
have
a
the desired
force
effect.
outside of your own, so it never left your body, so it would never drain
So-
from your pool.
Complete disconnection. Okay.
Yeah.
Good bed. Very well.
So, even though she has regained hit points, she is still paralyzed.
Hmm.
If I'm awake, can I try something even though I can't move? Just it's a mental thing.
Yeah, you can certainly try.
Can certainly try.
You said I felt right at home.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but can I think on that for a second? Just kind of calm myself and feel around with my spidey senses or whatever. Just try to figure out why things feel.
Give me a perception check at an advantage.
That was a 14.
In thinking about it, you realize that there's something different about this place. When you read the tarot cards and you give the tales of woe and misfortune upon others, you know that you're drawing from some place completely different than many others would ever be able to understand. Some place not of this plane. It's not necessarily a connection that you've been able to understand. It's just something that's always been there. Here, that connection seems to make sense. Not necessarily saying that this connection comes from this place, but wherever this place exists, it is full of misfortune.
Hmm.
Now, if only you could convey that to your party members.
So can we tell that she has been stabilized?
Yes, you can tell she is stable. My way of doing paralyzation is a little bit different. You cannot move your limbs, but I do allow you to somehow still communicate. So blinking of eyes is a thing, movement of eyes is a thing. You're not able to talk, but you're able to swallow, you're able to eat, you're able to breathe, and you're able to feel, but you're just not able to move your limbs or your mouth or your head or anything like that.
It's like,
I do not have anything that can help with this.
it's like, Miss Oddity, if you can hear us, click once for yes, twice for no. Are you okay?
She blinks once. And then starts blinking rapidly.
That's yes, 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 yes.
Or
So,
yes, followed by a bunch of no's.
that makes a good point. I'm gonna have to refine this method, but I think for the time being, it's Oddity. We're gonna probably have to carry you out for the time being. Are you okay with that?
Blinks twice.
With you guys crowding around her and looking at her, whether you have paid attention or not, all of you seem to realize that even here, Oddity seems more rested.
She went to spa, had a facial.
And you happen to look around the rest of you, and you realize everybody looks a little sad.
I'd like to quaff a healing potion.
You absolutely can.
What is that? D8 plus 1 or something?
No.
2d4
2d4 plus
2.
2, yeah.
I was close, but totally not. Okay.
I was gonna say
That is. Oh my god, that is a pair of 4s, baby.
Nice.
So could we? Are the doors wood? Like, are we able to make a makeshift stretcher?
There's plenty of bones, sinew, muscle, skin, leather armor scraps, maybe a couple of pole arms. You could try to fashion one.
Well, I guess we could grab some of the armor and leather and pole arms and try to make a very makeshift stretcher for the time being.
Okay. Give me a intelligence check. It can be a group one if you guys would like, if you guys want to fashion this together.
Okay.
Okay, we can certainly try that.
Alright, that's going to be you said intelligence check?
Yeah.
That's survival.
Or survival. Survival works too. First aid works if you have it.
Oh, that's a net 20, so 24 survival from the bronze
That'd be
dragonborn.
an 11 from Calder.
16 from me.
In a matter of mere moments, you're able to fashion a stretcher that any modern day paramedic would envy to have.
Nice.
I mean, Oddity may be paralyzed, but even when you place Oddity on this, she feels as though she's being carried on a bed of feathers and just whisked away. There's no strain from having to pick her up because you guys have built it that well, so you are not encumbered. But we'll see what that does going forward. In fact, you did it so fast. We'll see what that does going forward. It only took you about somebody roll me a d20.
Okay. 11.
It took you about 11 minutes.
Alright.
Normally, something that would have taken like a day. Just so you know. You had 4 successes, by the way.
Which door do you guys want to head through?
I don't know that it matters really.
Should we
One's as
flip a coin? Or...
good as the other. I'll go over here and listen at this door.
Give me investigation.
1.
As far as you can tell, there's nothing on the other side.
I'll go listen at this one, I guess.
Give me a roll.
Dirty 20.
As far as you can tell, there's nothing on the other side. The doors seem to be made out of wood and stone with little bits of metal. They probably are fairly easy to open. It's just nobody's ever been able to make it there.
So this door seems pretty safe.
I don't hear anything here either. Doesn't make any difference to me. We can.
How
through your
confident
door.
are you that there's nothing on the other side of your door?
He's
I didn't
100%
hear-
confident that there's nothing
I
on the
didn't
other
hear
side
a
of that
thing.
door.
I say we should go to this one.
Very well.
Okay, so as you guys move, I will need one person in front, one person behind, with Oddity in the middle as you are carrying on the stretcher, and then the other person can be either in front of them or behind them. It is your call.
I can get behind.
I'll carry from the front. I don't think Shannon's moving Delugio's piece. She keeps moving mine.
It's okay.
Huh?
So,
Is it? Oh, it is.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought since I could move it that it was my piece, but I see clearly not. Wait, where am I?
Yes. So I'll take the one end of the stretcher.
Alrighty. You may traverse through the door.
Okay.
Alright, Deluge, would you do the honors of opening the door?
Alright, I try to open the door,
It opens with ease.
and I walk on in. Oh. Okay. Ominous hallways to the right.
The hallway
and
that
ominous
goes to the
hallway
right,
stretching forward.
the hallway that is to the right looks really tight for you guys to have to go down. You will have to go single file, and you will have to you will actually have to do checks, just so you know, to carry the stretcher, because you will have to have your arms straight out behind you and straight out in front of you instead of at a position of strength. I.e., it's about 2.5 feet wide.
Alright, so Deluge, what do you see?
A whole lot of nothing at the moment, but a skinny hallway I don't think we can fit down, and a hallway that we can easily fit down. So I'm gonna say easy fit down.
That sounds good to you, Cirrus.
Sounds good to me.
Miss Oddity, you're going for a ride now. So I guess we all start moving down.
She's just blinking. No, no, no.
I guess we all start moving down the hallway behind Deluge.
So as you guys leave that space, you notice the smell's a little bit better. There was a lot of decaying meat and things of that nature in that area. You begin to feel a little bit of weight upon you. You're not sure what this is from. Again, you guys all looked a little sad. Oddity. You sense something.
I would like to divine sense. I don't know if it's going to work. But I would detect good and evil. Sense anything affected by the Hallow spell, or know the location of any celestial fiend undead within 60 feet.
Okay. Percentile die?
Yep. 48.
I'll say that you are able to cast it, and the amount of despair is so oppressive that, but for a moment, you realize that all of this, there is undead everywhere, and a lot of it's evil. But off in the distance, I would say if you cast it in the doorway, down to your, not necessarily the right, but a little bit ahead of the right, there's some good. Little tiny spark of good, like a small little birthday candle in the middle of a hurricane. And the spell
I'm
fades.
getting the strangest feeling from this place. I call upon Lathander to understand the nature of where we are, and it's so oppressive. There's evil and undead around us, but down forward in front of Deluge, somewhere along to the right, is this little, I feel like this glimmer of hope. So perhaps we make for that. But there's a lot of evil around us, a lot of undead and evil.
And Deluge, as you kind of look down the hallway, hearing this be said, you kind of peer ahead of you. The light is really messing with your eyes, and you feel an incredibly painfully cold touch on your shoulder. But apparently it doesn't do any fucking damage because my dice hate me right now. And a shadow materializes in front of you. I need everybody to roll initiative besides Oddity.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I got a 16.
I also have a 16.
Have a 17.
All right. Cirrus, you're up.
Okay,
It is a consumption of at least your bonus action in order to put Oddity down. It will also consume Cirrus's bonus action because you must work in tandem, and you must wait until the last person's turn in order to do so. Because you can't borrow from somebody else's turn.
Right. Am I able to hold out my holy symbol?
Give me a strength check.
That is a 15.
Yes, but barely.
Like, I'll kind of prop the litter on my thigh, and I'll raise my holy symbol at this dark shadow that's kind of enveloping Deluge.
Yep. Oddity, you feel your cloud of awesome featheriness start to be a little rocky. You hold out your holy symbol.
By the light of the morning, Lord, be gone, shadow of evil. And I will try to turn the faithless using my channel divinity.
Okay, give me a percentile die roll.
23.
23. Give me just
Yep.
a moment. As you say those words, you realize that it's incredibly cold, that symbol you are holding. And there's a loud, growl-like hiss from down the hallway. Your shadows are not your own.
Well, shit.
Calder.
Didn't go well. Did I expend my channel divinity?
No.
Okay.
Alright, so I guess I'll do my bonus action is I'll put down, I guess Circe and I are putting down our oddity, gently
Yeah,
lowering the
as he
stretcher.
does that, I'll move in concert with him because I still have my bonus action.
Yep, that's fine.
Alright.
Circe, give me a perception check. Oddity, give me a percentile die check.
7.
What's your passive?
My passive is 11.
Okay, that's actually that might be enough.
If you add my 7 to the 11, I'm sure it'll be good.
Then you get taquitos. What was your roll on today?
82.
Okay. As you're bending down to put her down, and you're being very diligent, you're feeling like you're just gliding down a gentle stream. It's just you're so happy. This is just, you don't know what to do. You're like, for the first time since I was young, this is great. You feel warmth on your the medicine vial pouch that you have, and Circe, you catch the glow of the purple vials emanating, and you realize it's the same color of purple as the cloud that you guys had. And I'm going to call it, you can tell me if my number is too small, I think you guys had between 3 and 4 vials there.
We have 3, I think, because I used 1.
Okay, so we have 3. So you see those 3 vials sitting there.
These vials are glowing the same purple like that cloud we went through.
But it is still the rest of Calder's turn now.
Alright, so I am going to try my green flame blade again on my axes.
Okay.
That's going to be 85.
Okay.
Alright, so the attack, I'm going to obviously be attacking the one right to there. Where I pinged. That is going to be a natural 20.
Okay, and what kind of damage is this?
It's going to be fire.
Okay.
Alright, so it's going to be 1d8 doubled. So that's going to be 2 plus 4. It's going to be 5 points of fire damage.
You see the fire on the tip of your halberd or your bearded axe sink into the shadowy form, and you feel really good about the hit, and you're like, girl, this is going to do something. But even the damage that it does, you're like, man, that was a little weak sauce. It was even less than you expected.
And then it actually does another, because I'm at the 5th level, so it does 5 more points of fire damage, and then...
Okay, it still does less than you expect.
And then the flame jumps to the other one, and that does 7 points of fire damage to the other one that's within 5 feet.
Okay. Again, the flame is there, and you're seeing it hit the shadowy form. It's just not doing what you think it should.
Alright, and then I'm going to swing... Or actually, I can't, because I use my bonus action to lower oddity. So that would be my turn.
Correct. And Oddity, I'll give you opportunity to make any motion with your eyes that you can when asked, or at the top of the order. So Deluge.
All right. These three guys that are in front of me, I'm going to cast Bane.
Okay,
I'll
percentile
hopefully
die.
cast Bane.
Yep.
I'll see if I cast Bane. 85.
Okay.
So let's see. They have to make a DC 13 Charisma save.
And what is this again?
It's Bane. Basically, if they fail their saving throws, the target has to take a D4 and subtract the number from its attack roll or saving throws in the future.
Okay. And what's the DC again?
13.
First roll is a 19.
Damn it.
Second roll is a... And what kind of roll is this again?
Charisma.
Charisma. So the first roll would have been an 18. This one's a 13. And this one is a 12.
Okay, so one fails.
So this one fails. I'll mark them.
Okay. So let's see. I guess that's all I do.
Okay. Now they go.
Now they go.
So this is where physics gets all sort of weird. They're going to use amorphous form to shrink against the wall and through the slit of the door. This one's going to move up. This one's going to move up. And this one's going to move up. They do not view Oddity as a threat because she is on a stretcher on the ground. So we're going to go left to right. Circe, the one attacking you, it's going to reach out to touch you. And that is only a 7.
That's a miss.
Okay. Calder, the one on the bottom, is going to reach out and touch you. That is a 14.
That does not hit.
The one in front of you rolls a natural 20.
I can't. Nah, since it's a natural 20, I can't shield that.
Nope.
Nah. Alright, so I'm gonna have to take that.
So you take 12 necrotic damage.
Ooh, that does not feel good.
And your strength is reduced. Your strength score is reduced by 2.
Okay.
Shadows are nasty.
And it'll be that way until you finish a short or long rest.
Alright.
Okay. Deluge, you got 3 attacking you.
No big deal.
The first one is a 14. The second one is a 7. The third one gets a minus 1d4, right?
Yes.
It's a good thing because it brings it down to a 12.
The one hits.
One hits. You take 9 necrotic damage. And your strength score is lowered by 3.
Oh, wow. That's not much. How much necrotic damage? 9?
9. Oddity. It's been about a half hour, give or take, about 20-25 minutes since you were paralyzed. You can begin to move your mouth very little. You can make groan, grunt sounds. You can even try to whistle. You're unable to talk at this time still, but you still have eye movement as well. Is there anything you would like to do at the top of the order?
I think you're probably going to hear a high pitch. Constantly.
Nice. Circe.
Yeah. I'm gonna clasp my. Can I try another channel divinity since I didn't use it?
You can certainly try.
Okay. I will try. I will clasp my Holy Spirit. I said, by the light of Lathander, I command thee to be gone.
Roll your percentile die.
I will try to turn the faithless. That is a double zeros and a 4. That's a 4 then, correct?
Yeah.
That's shit.
Yeah. Your holy symbol cracks.
That sucks.
It's not fractured. It's not broken. Or it's fractured, but it's not broken.
Right. Will that burn the channel divinity?
Yes.
Yep. Okay, so bonus action. I might tinkle just a little bit.
God damn it.
Shit, man. It's so sad. I'm just gonna ready my. That was my action, so I'm just gonna. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. Calder and Deluge.
All right.
You go first.
All right. So I'm going to swing out at the one in front of me there, the one that I just pinged.
Okay.
So now I gotta remember. I gotta subtract 1 from my roll here. All right. So I'm only hitting +6. Alright, so it's going to be a dirty 20 for the first attack.
Okay.
So that's going to be 11 points of slashing damage.
11 points of slashing damage. Again, your bearded axe connects well. You feel good about it. But it just doesn't do the amount of damage that you think it should. It's just so fucking weird.
And then I'm just like the movie said, just swing away. I'm just swinging again with the other axe. That's going to be a natural 1. So.
Okay. Roll me a percentile die, please.
It's going to be a 19.
Your bearded axe is embedded in the stone wall directly in front of you.
That's okay. I'm going to swing with my bonus action. Going to attack one more time. That's going to be a 17.
17 hits.
And that's going to be 7 points of damage.
Again, it's just not doing the amount of damage you think it is. It's almost like your blades seem to be dull against these guys.
And then that would be my turn.
All right. Now it is their turn. Circes.
Wait, what about my turn?
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. Sorry. Deluge.
Because I'm going to try and cast Vicious Mockery on the one in front of me who is not baned
Okay.
to my right.
All right.
So, let me guess percentile die.
Yep.
Okay. Get the right percentile. That's a 1.
No. In fact, you go to utter the words and the shadow is glaring at you and you feel your voice freeze physically in your throat
Oh.
until the end of your next turn.
Oh, jeez. Oh. Guess that's all I got, so...
Alrighty. Here we go. Don't forget you guys have 7 dissonant whispers.
Those don't work on percentile rolls, so man.
No, but they work on giving me disadvantage on my attacks.
Yeah.
Alright, going against Circes.
Okay.
That is a 19.
That is.
You take a whole whopping 2 points of necrotic damage. And your strength score is reduced by 1.
Okay.
Calder, first one. That is a 7.
That does not hit.
Second one. That is a 13.
That does not hit.
Okay. Yep, Deluge will do the other 2, and then we'll do the one that's -4. First one, 13.
That hits.
Second one, 12.
Doesn't hit.
Third one, 6.
Doesn't hit.
The one that hit you does 4 points of necrotic damage,
Okay.
and your strength is reduced by 2.
What happens if you get like negative strength?
If your strength is reduced to 0, you die.
What?
Yeah, if any of your stats, your ability score is reduced to 0, you die.
Is that like a no death save die?
No, I'll give you death saves.
Okay.
So how you doing on strength?
I'm doing okay. At the moment,
All right.
we're fine.
Back to the top of the order, Oddity.
Can I move my head at all?
You can certainly try. You can give me a strength check at disadvantage.
Not try really. 5.
No, it's not enough. I'm picturing, by the way, the whole paralysis thing being the Wesley from The Princess Bride, after he gets the years sucked out of his life, right? So like there's going to be a rapid recovery, but it's going to be in stages.
Mm-hmm. So you just kind of see your eyes just going.
Like, yeah, it's going to be great.
Mm-hmm. I'm basically what I'm doing right now is just trying to say any of my spells, anything out.
He said to Blave. Circes.
Okay, I'm just gonna have to get all combative here. I'm gonna take 2 swings with my halberd. My strength bonus is down by 1, so +5 to hit. Do I know if edged weapons will work against these things?
You know that they have a ton of resistance and a few immunities.
Yeah. Dang it, if I could just make them go away. All right, I'm going to swing twice and see what I get with that.
Okay.
That's a nat 1.
Give me a strength check to see if you can get it out of the open door. Because you swung so hard and missed. You went right through the non-corporeal form.
Gotcha. I rolled a 17 on that.
That's enough for you to get it back out as your bonus.
Okay. Second swing. That is a 20, dirty 20.
Dirty 20 hits.
Okay. D10 plus 2 now, so 8 damage.
8 damage. You, as you expect, you come down with your halberd, and it's a mighty hit, but it just doesn't seem to affect it the way that you think it should. Well, it affects it the way you think that it will because of what you know.
Just not as much.
Yeah.
Let me see here. As a bonus action, I'm going to try to cast Shield of Faith.
Your bonus action was consumed when you pulled your halberd out of the door.
Then I'm done.
All right. Calder and Deluge.
Alright, so. Unless Deluge would like to go first.
No, go ahead.
Alright, so my bonus action, I am going to use my weapon bond to call my axe back to my hand out of the wall.
Okay.
So,
Give me percentile die.
that would be a 12.
That's just enough. It makes it back into your hand.
Alright, so I am going to, again, I am just going to start slashing at this shadow again. You know, might be trying to hit it with a fly swatter for all intents and purposes, but alright, so that's going to be 25.
25 hits.
That'd be 7 points of slashing.
You feel it connect with something more solid than you have before, and the shadow dissipates in front of you.
Alright, and then invigorated by that, my second attack, I'm going to swing on the one in front of me for a 25.
25 hits.
For 10 points of slashing.
Okay.
And then I'm going to just stay right there. That's my turn.
All right, Deluge.
Well, since spells haven't been working for me, I'm just gonna try to stab wildly at one of them. So, let's see how that works. That's a nat 1, so that does not work.
Which one were you stabbing at?
I was gonna stab at the one with Bane.
Your stabbing McStab is stuck a
Yeah.
little bit in the wall. You're gonna have to give it a pretty good jerk to get out. You can use your bonus action to do so on this turn if you would like.
I will do that because it's not like my bonus action can fucking do anything
All right,
else.
give me a strength check.
Oh, good, that one. That one that's been doing so well. So that is a 14.
Just enough.
Oh, good.
Oddity, do me a favor and give me a percentile die roll.
$38.
What was it?
38.
Okay. So at this point in time, before the shadows get to go, you feel that pop in your jaw you sometimes get, right? That little ah.
Mhm.
Holy fuck, you can talk.
Okay.
I'll give you an action at this time. I'll give you your turn at this time, actually. And then you can roll initiative and get worked in.
Alright. You're gonna hear her move a little bit and go zzz, and you'll see two bees crawl out from underneath her hair. And I'll cast two bees
All right.
against the one that's right there.
Fantastic.
I'm going to Circe.
What do I need to do?
I need a Constitution save.
Of course it would be. That is a 2.
Okay. So that is 20 points of poison.
20 points of poison?
Yep.
And this is a magical attack, correct?
Yes.
God.
I have 2 swarms of bees now. That's 1d12 damage.
It's gone. These bees just go around his face and just sting. You hear this like bivocal, and it disappears in front of you, Sirius, and you just see this cloud of bees right in front of you. Like, hey, what's up, dude?
And it's just on the ground, just
That's alarming.
rooting.
So go ahead and roll initiative. We'll get you worked in the proper order at the top.
Mm-hmm.
Now the shadows get to go.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Deluge, Calder, not Oddity though. You guys would get attacks of opportunity. If you would like, one of you would like to take one and see what happens, it will stop it instead of letting it move on. There's going to be another one that moves, but I want to see what happens with this one first.
I guess I'll still be. You know what? Seeing it, trying to swat, I'll take a swing at it.
Okay.
That's going to be a 14.
14 hits. Go ahead and roll your damage. Deluge, this other one is going to just breeze right between the two of you. If you'd like to take a swing at it, you absolutely can.
That's going to be
Yeah, I
9.
guess I'll give it a try.
9.
9 points of fly swatting damage.
So that was a natural 1 again.
Okay, since it's an attack opportunity, it's not going to get stuck in the wall, but it does not stop it.
Okay.
Okay. Circe's 2 on Calder, 1 on Deluge. That is a 12, Circe's.
Nope.
Calder. A 13
Does not hit.
and another 13.
Does not hit.
Deluge. So before I remove anything, that's a 16.
Mm-hmm.
And And I got a -4, so that makes it 12.
Does not hit.
Okay. That was my bad round. Oddity, what was your initiative?
2.
2. Fantastic. You can go at this time.
Alright. So I still can't move, but I can...
You can do any vocal or somatic spells whatsoever. Or you can give commands, you can talk, you can stuff like that.
Yeah. From where I'm lying, what can I see? Can I see all 3 of these?
You cannot see the one by Deluge, but you can see the ones around you, Calder and Cirrus.
Okay. Do you have any idea of how they're doing? And do they look like they're doing rough, or are they
You've
hurting?
heard a lot of, fuck, shit. Like a lot.
Okay. I'm gonna roll. I don't know which one to attack. Okay. I'm gonna go for this one. I'm gonna cast bees on it again because it's easy and I can just go.
Yep, and that's a con save.
Yep. Again, 2 bees. You see crawl from back of her neck and just fly out.
With the modifier, that makes it a 11.
Cool.
God damn it. Thwarted by bees.
15 points of poison damage.
Yep. Poof is gone.
You just hear her giggling from the ground.
All right. Top of the order. Cirrus.
Okay. Man. I got nothing. I'm going to raise my whole... Wait a minute. I expended that. Never mind. I mean, I literally got nothing.
Just.
I'm going to go ahead and swing away at this guy in front of me. 2 swings. Whoops. Covered up roll 20. 2 swings right here.
All right.
That's a nat 1 again. Really?
Bonus action to use your strength save to pull it, or strength check to pull it out of the wall.
And a 5.
It's stuck.
Okay. Of course it is.
You can consume your action and try again. Your second action.
Yeah, I'll try that.
Okay.
2 dice jails. That's a 19.
You're able to withdraw it from the door.
All right, that's that.
Calder, Deluge.
I guess I'm going to swing away again at the one in front of me.
Okay.
That will be a 16.
16 hits.
That's going to be 5 points of slashing damage for the first attack. Second attack will be a 23
Hits.
for 5 points of slashing damage again. And then my bonus action, I'm going to swing one more time for a 10.
Miss.
Alright, that's my turn.
Deluge.
Gonna stab at it with Stabby McDabberson, and that
Okay.
is only an 8.
Miss.
Can I do anything? No. So that's my turn.
Okay. They're going to, let's see. Yep, they're going to attack again. Cirrus.
Yep.
A whopping 7.
Miss.
Calder. A 19. Deluge. Oh, and then it's -4. Or minus a d4. So a 2.
Oh, that definitely
All
does
right.
not hit.
Calder, for the hit against you, you take 5 points of necrotic damage, and you're
What was the swing on me?
19.
I am going to attempt to shield that.
Okay.
74.
Okay.
So basically, my armor class goes up to 22.
Okay. No damage.
spell slot.
Oddity.
I'm gonna keep doing what's working. Again, you're gonna see 2 bees crawl out from back behind her neck.
All right. Which one?
And do some... Oh, the one next to Circe's.
All right. It's a 18.
Can I use a dissonant whisper?
Yeah, I'll let you.
I'm gonna say it beforehand, but yeah.
It's a good thing you did. He failed.
Cool.
6 dissonant whispers remain.
And that is 12 damage.
12?
Mhm.
All right. And a flash here, since the one that's next to you looks really rough all of a sudden. Like a little less of a shadow.
Or bees.
Or bees. More bees, less shadow. Little tiny pinholes all the way through it. And with that, Circe, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to try to hit this one in front of me.
Go for it.
That's a 9.
Okay.
Mother of God. Second attack. And that's a 15.
15 hits.
For 4 damage.
All right. Calder Deluge.
Alright, so I'm gonna again swing in front of me. First attack would be a 10.
Miss.
Alright, second attack will be that's cocked. Second attack will be a natural 20.
All right.
So it's going to be 7, 14 plus 3. So 17 points of slashing.
It vaporizes as your bearded axe goes through it.
Alright, and then for my bonus action, I'm going to take a second wind.
Okay.
And I'm going to get a D10 plus 5 health back. I get 7 points of health back.
Do me percentile die on your second wind.
Is that...
Yep. I misread it. It's basically all your guys' spells.
Yeah, it's going to be a 32.
You're okay.
So... that's my turn.
Deluge.
Stab, 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 stab.
All right.
That's a 5.
That's a miss.
Okay, that's all I got.
Let me roll. See what happens here. Okay. One's going to attack Circe. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Yeah, Circe.
Yep.
With a 13.
Nope.
All right. That dice is going in dice jail. And based on my roll, this one is going to try to disengage with you, Deluge, but without taking the disengage action, and move to Oddity, who is prone on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to do
I
anything?
guess I'll take an attack of opportunity. We'll see how that goes.
Okay.
Finally! Oh my god. That's 17.
17. It takes about the equivalent of 1 step, and you hit it, so it stops.
And then that's 5 damage.
All right. Oddity.
I am going to wiggle a finger if I can.
Give me a percentile die check.
If not, I'm just going to do the same thing I've always done. That is a 27.
Not enough.
Okay, so once I wiggle a finger, realize that doesn't work, I'm just going to bzzz again.
Okay.
And roll a constitution. On the one attacking that one there, Circe.
That is a 13.
Cool. Ha! 20 poison damage.
20?
Yes, I did full damage on both.
You hear the buzzing sound of bees again, Cirrus, and it disappears. It's done. It's gone.
Has this one been damaged over here?
From what your perspective been able to tell you, very little. And Cirrus, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm going to take a swing, and if I hit, I'm going to burn a Divine Smite, hopefully.
Okay.
Good percentile roll. That's a 16.
16 hits.
All right, percentile for Divine Smite.
Yep.
I'll burn a spell slot, and that is a 40.
That's good.
Okay. So on the hit, he will take piercing damage of, that's a 10, 12. And then he gets 2d8 radiant off of the Divine Smite. Plus, being an undead, he takes an additional d8 radiant from the Divine Smite.
Okay.
So 3d8.
Oh, damn.
Oh, 21.
So because he's also vulnerable to radiant damage, that makes it 42 damage.
Yeah.
Oh.
And very quickly, the worm has turned.
Well, I realized I could do that like 2 turns ago, but then I couldn't hit a goddamn.
Right.
And I wasn't going to fry a spell slot on a dude with 6 hit points left.
With that, you are no longer in initiative. Oddity, give me another percentile die roll, please.
That is 76.
Okay. Your fingers, hands, wrist, and neck mostly work. If it's more than about 45 degrees, it's not going to happen. You're
I
able
give
to,
the thumbs up and say, woo!
yeah, you're able to talk. You're able to look around. You're able to you're able to look around with your eyes. You're able to lift your head up about 45 degrees or so and turn about 45 degrees across. And you're able to lift your wrist a little bit, and you're able to move your fingers a little bit.
I don't know about you all, but I feel weak. What did you say, DM, about the getting the strength back? Was it a long or short rest?
Short rest or long rest, either way.
Perhaps we could rest a bit here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be I wouldn't mind taking a little breather.
Deluge, what do you say?
We've moved a whole, what, 10 feet from where we started?
Well, I think we can measure our progress by survival rather than distance.
Yeah.
I'm feeling pretty happy and I'm pretty damn comfortable, but I am bleeding a bit, so probably would like to stay.
Actually, as you say that, you realize you're not anymore. In fact, you're at full health. It's like you've been fully rested.
What's strange is those purple potions we have.
But you're still paralyzed to the percentage that I told you. But you have the effects of a full rest when it comes to spell slots, health, everything. Again, this place just makes you feel good.
I wonder if those purple healing potions might work a little better in our present condition.
They're not healing potions.
Or whatever they are.
Really.
Let's
Oh.
just take a rest. Just
Yeah.
gonna plop down.
So, take a little breather. And grab some food out of my out of a pack. Just a little bite to eat.
We'll use my my ruling for short rest. It'll be about 5 minutes of time, but we'll also go ahead and take a very brief break so I can get some more to drink, and you guys can collect your thoughts just for a little bit. So we'll be back in about 5 minutes or so. So we'll make it almost like a real-time short rest, everybody.
All right.
guys on with one holy symbol.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for bearing with us through our short rest. We pick up right where we left off only 5 minutes later, as though the short rest has happened. So you guys have added your hit points for your rolls and all that fun stuff. Okay. Since another 5 minutes has passed, why don't you go ahead and give me another percentile roll, Oddity.
61.
Okay. You're able to wiggle your toes.
And she's just wiggling away. Like she's, if she could dance, she would be. She's kind of like shifting in the pallet. Just...
Perhaps we should wait until Miss Oddity here can regain her faculties.
Based on your guys' understanding of poison, it would be another half hour.
Miss Oddity, are you able to shamble along with us, or?
Right now, I can wiggle my toes, and I can flap my hands, and I can turn my head. Not much else. I feel great. Everything's awesome. This is so much fun, isn't it?
Fun could certainly describe. Could be definitely describe how this is going. So, I don't know. A different point of view. So, but if you're up to it, we can always get you back onto the stretcher but depending on which way we're gonna go, we still gonna head down the wide hallway, or are we gonna go down to the right? I wasn't sure. Seriously, did you say you felt anything about that hallway to the right?
I felt evil all around us. It was probably the presence of those shadows that I was feeling, but down ahead, and perhaps off to the right a bit, I felt like there might be a bit of positivity. A bit of goodness, if you will.
Down to the right is a very skinny hallway that is going to make it very difficult to get the stretcher down.
DM, did I feel that down this hallway, or did I feel it up here to the right of Deluge?
You felt it more in this direction, like going this way, if that makes sense.
Going down the skinny hallway.
No, like through, like further down and to the right.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Like the that would be the southeast.
Southeast. Yeah.
I guess we just load up and keep heading, staying the course and heading down the wide hallway until we either find an exit, find a way out, find something, or find our doom.
And Deluge, would you have said that maybe during that short rest you were getting probably a little antsy? Probably.
A little bit, probably.
I'll say that you did a little tiny bit of exploring. Down to about here. So you see that.
Oh dear.
But you didn't see any issues. You checked for traps along the way. There's no traps.
So up ahead it looks like a crossroads, couple doors, a couple different paths we can take.
Is there anything that turns to the south?
Yeah.
I feel like that might be a good way to go.
I mean, we could always take skinny hallway here.
Well, I'm feeling it further ahead and then down.
Sure then, let's away.
Very well.
You guys may move yourselves. You come up to this junction here, and you can see that there is a north and south. Straight ahead, you can see that there's another one that goes south, and there's a door further to the east, a door to the south.
Are we carrying Oddity on the stretcher again?
Yes.
Nah, we just left her there.
She is unable to walk just yet.
Yeah, we carried her down. I'd like to go down and listen to that door right down here.
Okay, so you guys carefully put Oddity down, and you go down to the door.
That is a 19 on the die. Investigation -1 is 18.
You do not hear anything nearby, but you do hear something further off through the door.
Like a movement
A
sound.
little bit of movement, maybe some muffled talking. What languages do you speak?
That's an excellent question, Your Honor. Common and Draconic.
Yep, you don't understand it.
And I hear that beyond the door.
Yeah, but it's really, really, really faint.
Okay. I'll come back up and notify the party. I do hear some faint voices through that door. I was unable to determine a language or what they were saying.
Well, it could either be someone that can give us some fucking answers and help us out, or it could be someone that tries to kill us.
It's a very keen observation.
Either way, I think we should. At least push on through.
I believe so.
Alright, then I guess down this path we go, through this door. That's what we want to do.
Okay.
Give me a strength check on the door. It could be a group check if there's 2 of you that would like to try, or 3.
Yeah, I can help out.
Alright.
Guess I'm still over here with
14.
10 and 14. The door's able to
Yep.
open.
Okay.
So for
See what
this
we
space, let me get the narrative. You enter a realm of utter despair, and a bright flash as the wizard casts Fireball. This area is littered with tattered clothing, broken mirrors, hay, and a manner of filth and grime. Rotten meat sits to the southwest corner of the room on a table in disrepair. What sounds like whispers and grunts can be heard from an area to the southeast. What languages does everyone else speak?
Calder just speaks Common and Elvish.
Dwarvish and Primordial.
Celestial, Common, Halfling, and Primordial.
None of you can understand it.
Good.
I'm gonna draw my halberd and slowly make my way. I assume I'm hearing the voices maybe more clearly as I get to the edge of that hallway.
Yes. 1 second, please.
Hey, guys, anybody want to
Help carry
help me
Oddity?
with carry
Oh,
Oddity,
shit.
or Miss Oddity, if you wouldn't mind, I can pick you up. It's,
I'll come
I'm
back
not
over and help.
exactly light.
My apologies. I'll go back up and help. Oh, man, we left you behind.
Thanks. Really?
My
So
apologies, Miss Oddity.
you hear the whispering further to your southeast, not down that southern hallway deluge. As they're getting Oddity down here, you see that the room begins to open up in front of you.
Sounds like it's coming from over here, guys.
Yeah, let's follow along then.
alright.
All right, stop there, deluge.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you a description of what you guys can see. The walls of the room are lined with broken bookshelves. This was, at one time, obviously some sort of library. You hear some movement further south into the room. There's some human-like groaning, and some other sound of mumbled talking.
I'm sure this will go well. Wait. Do you guys think we should call out?
I wouldn't hurt.
Sure, why not? I'm sure they're wonderful
Okay.
people here.
Could I hang on a second? Could I? Let's see here. Could I try my divine sense again?
You can certainly try.
All right, percentile, right?
Yep.
Here we go. 34.
Same thing as before. The entire area, even the walls, seem to be lined with evil. There's a spot of good nearly in front of you, and that feeling vanishes before you can pinpoint it exactly.
I get a sense that there's some goodness some way up in front of us. It must be coming from these voices are. At least one of them. But as soon as I sense it, it's like it's gone. I wish I could tell you more.
The only thing I can think of is maybe we should just look around the room a little bit more. But try to stay close in case we end up some more of these shadow creatures attack us again.
Agreed.
So I guess Calder's gonna. I guess at the same time, seriously, we're gonna put the stretcher down.
Yes.
Alright, so we're gonna put the stretcher down, and
I can
Calder's
stay
gonna,
here with Miss Oddity if you wish to explore the room.
Calder's gonna take a look around. And, push up a little bit farther. So, Deluge, what did you see up here?
Just heard a whole lot of nothing. Or a whole lot of something, I mean. Let's just slowly inch our way in. Oh no.
I guess I'll move up with Deluge as well. So.
I'll remain quiet and just watch.
I see the faint outlines of something.
I love D&D.
What do you see up there, Deluge?
I see the faint circle outline of something. Gold tinted border, it can only spell death.
I guess Calder's gonna keep pushing up. He's gonna move another 5 feet up.
Okay.
And
Maybe we should just slowly approach it.
that would be probably wise. I guess Calder's gonna start stealthing his way up.
Give me a stealth check at disadvantage because you were glowing.
All right, let's
Dear, oh dear.
Ho! Natural one.
So as you say, maybe we should slowly move up. And he says, yeah, we should totally do that. He puts his hand on your shoulder to kind of like move around you in this giant room for whatever reason. And he trips over your heel and falls to the ground, letting out a loud fuck. Everybody roll initiative.
What is it?
You will find out soon.
Holler out. I'm calling to my party mates.
All right, I got an 18.
Okay. Even you, Oddity, gets to roll initiative this time.
Excited.
Seriously?
I have a 21, sir.
Oddity?
10.
Deluge?
3. Or no, wait, not 3, because that's 4. It's 4.
Okay.
Sorry.
As Calder falls over, Deluge, you reach out instinctively to help him up because he fell right next to you. Calder, you're kind of like, I got this. And you look over, look to your south because you hear and charging towards you is an ogre.
Oh, good.
Cirrus and Oddity have no idea what's going on. They just heard Calder fall, and they're like, are you okay?
What's going on over there, you two?
Circes is up first.
I'm gonna move around Oddity and just get to the corner so I can see what's going on.
If you can see him when you move, then you can see him. But if not, then you
Okay.
don't.
Holy Hannah. It's a large ogre. I'm gonna stay back so I can defend Oddity so that I don't leave her.
Okay, Calder. You are not necessarily prone. You can get up. It's not going to cost you anything.
All right, so I am going to. I am going to move right 5, 10, 15. I'm going to move here.
Okay.
And I am going to. I'm going to. Guess. I'm going to swing. Just regular swings of attack.
All right.
So first attack. That will be a 18.
That's a hit.
And that will be 7 points of slashing damage. Second attack is a 9.
9 misses.
And then my bonus action, I'm going to swing one more time with my offhand axe, and that's going to be a 24.
That's a hit.
And that's going to be 6 points of slashing damage.
All right.
And that's my turn.
All right. All right. So Calder is going to retaliate using his great club. That is a 16.
That misses.
And Deluge from off in the distance. Oh, so far away.
Oh no.
That's a 17.
That hits.
Deluge sees right before it hits her a javelin fly through the air and strike her. And it does 11 points of piercing damage.
Ow. Duly noted.
All right. Moving along. Oddity. I need you to do me a percentile die roll.
Mm-hmm.
With advantage.
51 and 84. I did not do that. That's it.
In this moment, you feel this tingling surge start from your toes and work its way up the back of your legs, your knees, your thighs, your spine, your shoulder. And you can move. But not just normally. You feel so happy. You have advantage on all attacks.
Cool. I'm hopping up, doing a little dance, kind of jigging my way right across into the area there. And I'm going to go as far as my movement because I'm still going to go right here. And I am going to cast.
Oh. Well, Miss Odyssey.
I'm feeling.
Hello there.
I'm going to cast. Yeah, I'm going to cast Witch Bolt at 3rd level.
Go for it.
Oh.
You don't need to roll percentile dice either.
24.
24 hits.
Okay. That's 3d12. Yeah,
Seems
she's doing the
decent.
same thing. She's just like dancing in her skin spot. Where's my 3d12? That is 12, 16, 17, 19 points of damage.
All right.
Of lightning damage.
I will let you know, because of this place where we are, Oddity, at some point in the future, I'm going to need you to make a choice between 2 of the party members. Just keep that in mind. Moving along. Deluge.
Okay, I'm gonna run up and stabby McStab. Stab, stab, stab. Maybe. We'll see how that goes for me. 19
That's a hit. All day, that's a hit.
for 7 damage.
Nice. Looking rough. Back to the top, Circes.
5, 10, 15. Yeah, I'm gonna take 2 swings of my halberd.
Okay.
That's a 14
That's a hit.
and a
What was the second number?
11.
Both hit.
Okay. That is 17 slashing damage for my halberd.
Very weak. He's very weak. The normal flesh tones start to give way to a gray pallor. Calder.
Alright, so I am going to attack. I'm just going to do just regular attacks. First one is a 22.
22 hits.
And that's going to be 8 points of slashing damage.
You catch the ogre right behind the knee and you sever all of those beautiful, nice, meaty tendons from the muscle and bone, and it falls to the ground and it hits the back of its head so hard there's a little tiny blood splatter that leaves from behind as it falls dead on the ground.
Alright, so let's see. Can I make it... Well, can I cross over his now dead body?
You'd have to go around.
Alright, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So I can make it...
And I say, Deluge, you can see at this point, and you guys can all see at this point, there is a prone human with no skin tone.
And I am going to run over to there, and as my... I guess I'm not going to attack, I'm just going to stop my action right there. And so...
Okay. Now this one is going to come up here, and it's going to swing at you with his great club for 26.
And that's going to hit. I can't shield that.
You take 14 damage. 14, 15, 16, 18 damage, sorry.
Okay.
And now we are to Oddity.
I'm going to step forward so I'm with everybody else, but again, dancing the entire way. And I'm going to cast Chromatic Orb at the other ogre.
Okay.
Going with poison damage, because I've had good luck with that.
All right.
Everything's with advantage for me, right?
Yep.
Ooh. That is a 20.
20 hits.
Oh. 12 damage.
12 damage. Noted.
And she just comes up to the stairs and just kind of waves.
Deluge.
I am going to try and cast Dissonant Whispers.
Okay. Sadly,
Emphasis
still
on try.
Still sadly. You know what? No, it's Dissonant Whisper. Screw it. You don't need to roll.
Yay. So
You guys
that's
know
a
I love Dissonant Whispers.
13 wisdom save.
13 wisdom? Oh, I don't know. These guys are kind of smart. No. No, no, no. Go ahead. What do you whisper?
I just quietly whisper, "Go fuck yourself." She's just too fed up for being witty right now. She's just tired. So that's gonna be, let's see, 3d6. 2. This one. That's gonna be 8 damage.
8 damage. Noted. Cirrus.
Okay, 5, 10, 20. Okay, I'm gonna step up, move 25 feet, and pound on this guy with my halberd twice.
Okay.
That's an 11
That's a hit.
and a 25.
That one will hit too.
Okay. Damage is 5, 13, 18 slashing.
18. Looking rough.
And that's what I got.
All right. Calder.
Alright, so I am going to, as my bonus action, I am going to again catch my breath, do my second wind. I guess I'll do my percentile to see if I can do it. Still do the percentile.
Yep.
That's going to be a 10.
Nope.
Alright, so I don't catch. Guess would that be expending it?
No, it does not expend if you're not able to do it.
Alright, so I'm gonna.
I'm not that much of a dick.
I'm just gonna swing away again. That is a first attack is a 9.
9 misses.
Second attack is a 15.
15 hits.
And that's gonna be it's gonna be 7 points of slashing damage.
All right.
And that's it.
It is going to retaliate against you with its great club.
I would like to use an effect I can use.
Okay.
I took the protection fighting style, so as a reaction, where is it? As a reaction, since I have a shield, I can use my reaction to impose disadvantage on creature's attack.
That's true, and you do not need to roll for that.
Right. I don't need to roll anything.
Okay.
Just a disadvantage.
All right. With disadvantage, it's a 14.
That does not hit.
All right. Oddity.
I am going to. Yeah, I'm gonna cast another chromatic orb.
Okay.
And that is another 24.
24 hits.
Okay. And that's 12 points of poison damage.
It's very rough. Deluge.
I'm going to try and cast Vicious Mockery.
Okay. Give me a roll.
Percentile die, where are you? 83.
83. That's good.
Alright, so I need a wisdom save of 13.
Let me look what the modifier does. Okay. -1.
Alright, it takes 4 damage and has disadvantage on its next roll.
As you generally spit in its direction and just some vile, mocking laugh. It's tiny, dude. You're so big, but it's so embarrassed it dies. It's like it looks down to the ground and kicks a rock. The rock flings off of a shard of glass. The glass flies into his eye. It does 5 points of damage extra, and it just falls to the ground backwards. With that, you guys are out of initiative.
Yay.
Audio hop up and down in the background like a cheerleader. Like,
I'd
I
like to
guess
make a little medicine check on this person here.
Unconscious, not stable, dying.
All right, I'm going to try to lay on 5.
what's it? Could I search the ogres in the room?
You certainly can. Give me investigation checks.
You need percentile for lay on hands, correct?
Correct.
That is a golly 16.
Nope. Again, you feel it well up behind your hand, and just go back.
Can I go try?
I cannot heal this person.
One second, let me find it again.
Well, for my investigation check, I got a 21.
Okay, you are able to find. You got a pen and paper?
Yes.
It's going to be a long list. Here we go. 23 silver, 15 copper, and 2 purple vials.
And you said 2 purple vials?
Yep.
It's it's like hey guys, I found these purple vials. It's like I know what it is. Calder knows what they are, right? Because I think he has an idea.
You guys
what they
have,
are.
I believe you guys had them explain to you that they are basically potions of chance. You have a 50-50 chance that either it will give you the effects of a full rest, or what's the max you get before death? Is it 5 levels of exhaustion? Because at 6 you're dead, right?
I think it's 6 is dead. Yeah.
Yeah, so you would get 5 levels of exhaustion. So it's a 50-50 shot as to what happens when you take it.
Well, we can either give her one of those, or I can just go healing hand her.
I'm unable to draw upon the power of Lathander in this accursed place.
I'm from what I was told of what I am, I'm either a descendant of a god or some sort of celestial being. But I don't think I actually have any of that power.
The life force is slipping from the human.
I'm just like looking at you like, what?
Okay, sorry. And I just go kind of smack her in the forehead with 5 points of healing.
Yes, immediately blood comes back to her cheeks. They feel her hair no longer looks as though it's beginning to decay. And she looks around, gasping for air, pulled narrowly from the brink, and she is completely shocked. What? Who are you? Where do they go?
We're random people. Where the fuck are we, please?
I don't know. I came.
We should have let you die.
I came searching for Tiber, and next thing I know, I was captured by these ogres, and they brought me here.
Wait.
Who were you searching for?
Is your name Evandra?
How do you know my name?
Oh,
you see her like start to draw a dagger and back away a little bit.
Oh no. We know Nightbreeze. He told me you went missing.
I've only been gone for a couple of days.
No, you fucking have not.
What do you mean? I just had dinner with them 2 days ago.
No, you fucking didn't.
I did.
You've been gone for over a year.
That's impossible.
No, it's not.
Wow,
this is trippy.
Yeah, trust us. We're an employee of Nightbreeze, and he's been searching far and wide for you, and so you've been gone for well over a year.
I mean, it doesn't make sense.
This place generally doesn't. So, welcome to the team.
I need all of you to do me a perception roll.
16.
Okay.
23.
13.
16. 6.
All right. Cirrus, you're so just befuddled by the fact that you're disconnected that it seems to kind of pass you by. But the rest of you feel as though that somebody's kind of trying to pry into your thoughts a little bit.
But what are you doing that for?
I don't know who you are. You're telling me I've been here for more than a year. I want to go home.
Well, yeah, samesies. The thing is, we don't know how to get out of here any more than you do. So, you either stick with us, have a better chance of not dying, or we'll leave you, and then you'll probably die.
What's the feeling I get from her?
Confused.
There's nothing else there?
No, not that you can tell.
Okay.
So, point of fact, you're probably worth a lot of money because Nightbreeze's son was supposed to marry you.
Yeah, we're supposed to get married in like less than a 10-day.
Well, I mean, it's been a year, so you missed your wedding. But it's probably still into you. Probably. I don't know.
I
You
need to
might have
go
moved
home.
on. That's gonna be interesting. So, what can you do? Can you do anything? Magic? Stabbing things? Stabby magic things?
I can sometimes sense things. Not much else.
Sense what? Like, sense a fart coming on? Like, you're gonna have to be more specific
No,
here.
like things that aren't supposed to be there. Beings, like spirits, and sometimes I can talk to them, and sometimes I can't.
Oh, right. You're a medium.
I'm learning.
So you're a
She could
small
be-
medium.
Small medium.
Oddity immediately starts giving her the stink eye.
Wouldn't that be a kid's large?
I'm barely out of sizes that start with the T.
Well, she could be useful. She could probably sense where these shadow creatures are, so that we don't run into them again.
Why, pardon my French, in the hell did you come running in here after Tiber for?
I was following something that I was trying to help the merfolk with, and next thing I know, there was this purple shit, and these ogres were here, and they started beating me up, and then I passed out.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So this is the only part of this place you've been in, is this room here?
It's only been maybe a few hours.
No, it has not. Stop saying that.
Well, if you think about it, then Deluge, we've been gone a year as well.
I mean, I don't really have any, commitments, so I'm fine with it.
I really wanted to do up the house.
Who knows? Maybe it's burned to the ground by now. Maybe everyone's dead by now.
Oh shit. Didn't we own the town something?
I don't know. I stop paying attention as soon as Nightbreeze starts talking most of the time.
DM writes a note in his journal.
Well, whatever the case may be, we need to get out of here.
Are you sure? I mean, if we get outside of here, I'm sure there's some really nice land or something that we can move to. Because I mean, this is so nice here. I'm so happy. What do
At
we
this
do
point,
next?
Evandra kind of stands up, and she's limping pretty heavily. I would say that, well, I know Circe's would pick up on it. Calder probably. Yep, Calder would. Deluge, Oddity, it doesn't take much for you guys to figure it out. She's probably got a pretty fucked ankle. It's like
Hey,
the
good
size
thing.
of a skull. It's
We
bruised.
got a stretcher.
She goes, can somebody... She's reaching out for Deluge and Oddity. Can one of you help me?
Yeah,
going,
sure.
Fling her arm over my shoulder and hold her up.
That's what I was hoping for. As she touches you. Remember I told you you need to make a decision between two party members?
Mm-hmm.
So as Evandra puts her arm over you, you guys see a look of surprise go over her face. And those of you that can sense it or see it can tell this is 100% genuine. She had no fucking clue this was going to happen.
She who?
Evandra.
Oddity?
Evandra.
Evander, okay.
As she touches Oddity, there is this purple glow that begins to grow, and Evandra fades into a shadow and disappears. Oddity, you feel your power being pulled. I need you to pick 2 members, one to give a boon to, and one to give a bane to.
Give the bane to me. It's totally fine. I got this.
This is Cauldron Deluge.
Okay, Cauldron Deluge.
Deluge gets the bad one.
Deluge gets the
Called
bane,
it.
Fuck.
and Calder gets the boon.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't feel nearly as depressed as you were outside of this place, but the sense of immense happiness begins to become fleeting. You look around you and recognize that some of the designs you see on the walls and amongst the bones and amongst the candlesticks make up the cards that you hold. At this point in time, Calder, you have the benefits of a full rest. You feel invigorated. Your hit points return to normal. You are no longer bound by needing to roll for your spells.
Alright.
Deluge, at this point, you go mute and blind.
Cool.
Is that by extension a benefit to the rest of us?
However,
Not the blindness,
I am a goddamn treasure.
but I
however,
can't live
as
for a
you
while.
as you begin to say, "What the fuck?" everybody can hear it, but your mouth doesn't move. And I mean everybody. You suddenly feel connected to everything in this tower.
Do they know that I made a choice?
They do not know that you made this choice.
Okay.
You guys see Evandra disappear. And for that moment, part of the awesomeness of the Bane, Deluge, you realize that Oddity is the way out because Evandra is home.
Fucking, I can't tell anybody. But wait,
Let me take you on a little tour. Deluge.
just me? Oh shit. Where are we?
Can you see all those? Whoa, whoa, whoa. How did I do that? Oh, I see. You see all that, right?
Yeah.
You see that?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay.
And you recognize this over here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now go far left.
Far left. Uh-huh.
The only other thing I need to show you is over here.
Uh-huh.
And I'll show you how that connects in just a second.
Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. I don't remember any of that.
That's okay.
So, literally everything in this place can hear me.
You hear their thoughts, and you don't hear the thoughts of your party members, but you know that they can hear yours. So even if you think it, you need to say it, because everybody will hear it.
Okay. You guys can hear me.
my god, what happened?
And you hear off in the different part of your mind, oh, this is interesting.
Oh, fuck Nugget. What is this?
Fresh.
Are you Tiber? Are you this asshole?
And you guys are all hearing her part, but not my part. Yes.
This is odd. Who's she talking to?
What the hell do you want?
Just to be left alone at all costs.
Well, then why the fuck did you suck us up into your tower, you dingus?
I'll let my shadows figure that out.
What does that even mean? This is your fault.
And you feel the sense of urgency as a community of thought is starting to open a door.
What the hell? What is any of this? I didn't go to school. I don't know how to deal with this stuff. Okay, but you guys can hear me, right? Calder? Circes? Oddity?
Hi.
I can hear you in my mind.
Yeah, we can.
Oddity? Oddity is the way out.
What?
You're the way out. Evandra's gone. She's
Oddity
home.
is the way to get out of here.
Oh, shit!
Fine.
No,
Oddity.
no, she's not. No, don't find Oddity. No, fuck you. Go.
Oddity.
Oh, shit, Nuggets. What did I just do? Okay, so everyone...
We're going to have to protect Oddity and Deluge. I don't know who Deluge is dealing with, but...
I'm standing
okay.
behind Circes.
Fine.
Okay.
Oddity.
Oddity, you have to get out of here.
Fine. Oddity.
I think we all have to get out of here.
No, screw you guys. Oddity has to get out of here before anyone else, or else we're all screwed.
But
They
if
have made
she's
it
the way
through
out,
one
then she
door at this
leaves.
point in time.
Hmm? What'd you say?
They've made it through one door at this point in time.
Crap, they're coming. You guys have to run.
Run where?
I don't know, just leave me, run.
Perhaps if we each touch Oddity, we'll get out of here. Because that's what happened. You said whatever her name is home?
You can't leave her here alone.
Find Oddity.
You have to get her somewhere safe. You have to get out.
They are
At this
unlocking
point,
a
I'm
second
basically
door.
climbing up Circes' back. Just holding on
Get
to the armor.
out. Just go. There seemed to be some kind of a doorway. Something. I don't know.
Give me a
Somewhere.
perception check, Oddity. Second door has been unlocked.
Do I still everything at advantage?
No.
Okay, so that was 13 plus. That was 18.
I will remind you that many of the things that you see exactly resemble the things on your cards.
Alright, Oddity's dropping to the ground, pulling out her card, doing an up pull.
I guess I'll take up position on the other side of Oddity, kind of back to Oddity, back to Circes. Oddity between myself
The
and
collective
Circes.
has doubled in size.
Oh, Jesus.
I pull 3 cards. My standard usually what Oddity would do. What happens?
What cards do you
Now
see?
the time to be looking at cards.
Second.
Exactly.
You see,
Shut
you
up,
absolutely
shut
see
up,
Oddity
shut
drop
up.
down to the ground, lay out a blanket, start pulling out her cards, shuffling, and getting them ready. Find Oddity.
Strength. I find the sun reversed, and the 6 of swords. No, the seven of swords. 7 of swords.
Okay. So the sun reversed. Got it. What was the first one?
Strength.
Strength. Okay.
And the
And
7 of swords.
7 of swords. Okay. So you call these out, and as you turn them over, as you read them, right? Strength. the force that's in your mind, Deluge, gets stronger. You say it's the sun, but it's reversed. And when she says sun, it gets much weaker and then doubles in size again. And gets louder. A third door has been breached.
Shit,
2 remain.
shit.
When she says the 7 of Swords, I need a perception check from you.
Ten.
Okay. Scattered throughout this library, there are swords. Best of luck. Door is being breached.
So there are, you said there's swords in this room?
She knows that.
What the fuck good are swords gonna do them? They already have weapons.
Do us a favor, Oddity. Hold up your 7 of Swords to the camera.
I just shuffled it back
Okay.
into my hand.
Any of the swords. But preferably the 7. If you can find it.
Yep, 1 second.
I'll pause the advancement. I will say that the doubling in size is not necessarily those who can talk. You realize that those... Okay. So, that's the card that you see.
Okay.
And that's the key to the way out of here. It's... Remember that second room I showed you?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what's been added. They're all moving en masse towards those doors.
Fuck.
I'm gonna bamf out
Find
my
the
raven.
swords. Find the swords that are in this room.
Percentile die on the Raven. Oh wait, you don't have to do the percentiles anymore. You're fine. Your Raven is
So
out.
I'm gonna bamf my raven out, and I'm gonna try to find any swords. Just fly around the room, see if you can find any swords, and let us know where you see them. And I just have them fly around.
It
and
flies up, it flies right back down, and lands back in your palm and gives you the, what the fuck, dude? There are swords everywhere.
So I'm the one, I know the sword by the card I got,
Perhaps.
or is it Deluge that knows it?
I'm gonna.
You actually, Calder, you wouldn't know that they're looking... Wait, did you say that you guys need to find a sword? You did.
Yeah. I said
So you
that
know
out
that they're
loud.
looking for swords, and that's honing you in on that card. You can give me another investigation check on the card to see if it tells you more than what it normally does.
Who?
You.
Near.
Oh, me? Okay. 12.
That's more than a 10. You were looking for a particular sword that happens to look like the one that's on your card. That's your
I'm
only way
hopping up
out.
and just like shoving it in everybody's faces. You need to find this. Find it.
Moon. It's like, I guess I'll tell my raven
All of
to
you
take
can
look
hear
at
a
it.
loud crash. Another door has been breached. They are getting closer.
These swords are in this room.
At best guess, there's about 70 swords in this room scattered about.
I'm gonna start searching.
Audie is running to a wall. And
Yeah, I'm gonna-
starting to go through them too.
I'm gonna start searching. I'm gonna send Mutant out to search as well.
Everybody can give me investigation checks.
I'm literally blind.
Yep, so you don't have
18.
investigation.
18.
Okay.
Yeah, you're 21.
Okay.
It's gonna be 15 for me. Union is my ravens. That's what intelligence. Yeah, ravens are not that very. They're wise, but just not smart. For my raven, that's gonna be a 13 for my raven, as well.
Some of you are really close, but after 5 minutes of searching, you have yet to find a sword that seems to match the one in the photo. Another door is being breached.
Guys, we are seriously fucked if you don't find this sword. And quick, they're coming.
Okay, if you can tell where they're coming, can you tell where the fucking sword is?
No! Can I tell where the fucking sword?
All right,
No.
Oddity's gonna sit down. She's gonna, again, sit on the floor. Grab her cards. She's not gonna draw on any. She's just gonna put them against her forehead.
Maybe it was getting lost in the voices of the find oddity. But you realize that one isn't having to go through doors, and it's getting close. Very close.
I guess
I'm going to investigate further. I want to try to find this sword. I'm going to burn a dissonant whisper roll with advantage.
Okay, Dissonant Whisper being discounted.
Takes us to 5 of those.
Yep.
I'm gonna search as well, and I'm gonna have my Raven search too. Me, that's a 7. My Raven's at a 15.
I'm at 8.
18 for Oddity.
Goddamn dice.
Not close enough. There seems to be a hum growing through the air. You all can now begin to hear the zombie-like mumbling of "Find Oddity."
I'm gonna search again. I'm gonna take a dissonant whisper for myself.
One door remains. One is getting close.
How high is the room?
20 feet.
Okay. I'm gonna drop to the floor again, and I'm pulling out. I'm gonna pull out the Emperor
Okay.
and just put it against my forehead and just try to think of. Oddity's gonna ask her father for help.
Interesting. Okay. Let me hear the plea.
Father, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on, but they're after me. They're after me, and I don't know. I don't know what's going on, and they're after me. Dad, please help! Please help! Please help!
Roll me a d6.
2.
It is somewhere over here.
Okay, Oddity's gonna scramble up and just go over there and then just start searching. If it isn't the sword, she's tossing it to the side.
Okay. Calder, your raven comes back and lets you know. I'll bring it in here so you guys can see. There's one of these right around the corner.
Alright, so I guess my Raven tells me, hey guys, we got something coming around the corner.
Final door is being breached.
Guard Oddity.
Wait.
Literally everything in this place can hear me.
I bath my Raven back in. I have both my axes out, and I'm just standing over Oddity.
Can I use this power for everyone that hears me? I'm casting Vicious Mockery.
You absolutely can.
Okay. I have to roll a percentile die.
Oddity, give me 5 at advantage investigation checks and tell me them in order when you are ready.
86 for Vicious Mockery.
Natural
Okay.
20. That comes to 24. Natural 20 is 24. 10, so that's 14. 11, so that's 15. 14, so that's 18. And 17, so that's 21.
Okay. So
This one was a natural 20.
that's fine. For the vicious mockery, what did you say?
I rolled an 86 percentile die for it.
You were fine.
Alright. Everything has to take 1d4 of damage. So 4 damage, and everything rolls disadvantage on their next turn.
Okay.
That hears it. But they have to make a Wisdom 13 saving throw.
So everybody takes 1d4 damage. Go ahead and roll your damage.
It's 4 damage, but like they have
4 damage. Okay.
Yeah.
And everybody needs to make their Constitution saving throw then? Is that what you're saying?
Wisdom.
Wisdom saving throw? So that includes
Yeah.
you guys.
I'm gonna take a Dissonant Whisper on this.
Okay.
17 for oddity.
22.
I got a natural 20, so that'd be a 21.
Okay.
All right, you guys are fine.
So 4 damage.
You guys don't take any damage.
Only one group failed.
Damn it.
Final door is being breached.
Oh, damn it. Okay,
There's
everyone,
a loud crash coming from the northern part.
everybody should use a Dissonant Whisper for this, because I'm about to cast Dissonant Whispers at level 2.
You look up.
How many? We have what? 4 left.
4
I'm going to
left.
show you what's right around the corner. There's 2 ghasts. There are 6 gibbering mouthers. And 6 shadows coming around the corner.
Okay.
All right.
Oddity's just digging through the swords, and I don't think she's watching what's
That's fine.
her hands are. She's just
Percent-
I'm gonna
Tile
move
die.
wherever Oddity is. I'm gonna go.
And you guys can hear those that can talk. So it's a menagerie of voices from the shadows with an ethereal form. The ghasts have more of a hiss. They're like, find oddity. The shadows are like, find oddity.
That's an 80 for the Dissonant Whisper.
You're fine.
Okay. They have to make a DC 13 Wisdom saving throw.
Everybody make that wisdom saving throw, please.
Are we all
Use a Dissonant
taking?
Whisper if you think you have to. Because this is going to be a lot of damage.
Yeah, I'm gonna use
You
one
got
again.
19.
I will. So that's
Alright,
19.
That's gonna be 19 for me as well.
Alright. Come on, dice. I gotta write this down because I'm bad at simple math.
I had one group that failed as well.
Alright, so that's gonna be 22 psychic damage.
Okay. And if they pass, they don't get any?
If they pass,
They take half, right?
let's see. On a successful save, they take half as much damage.
Okay.
So 11 psychic.
And the ones that failed must use its reaction, if available, to move as far as its speed allows away from me.
And you guys are all huddled around Oddity right now?
Yes.
So what does your dissonant whisper sound like?
It's just gonna be like a really desperate, like, leave us alone.
Hold on, I'm doing all of the damage over here. Or make this easy. I love roll 20. Should have done this the first time.
Let's see. And for my bonus action, or whatever the hell we're doing, I'm casting another Bardic Inspiration on Oddity. In fact, I'm casting a Bardic Inspiration on everybody, but me. Because I'm gonna have to do this again.
let's say D4 for this one for the bardic.
Bardic Inspiration is 1d6.
Added to each of your D20 rolls.
Added to one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw within 10 minutes of me giving it to you.
So, as the dissonant whisper goes out, and you guys feel the sting of the cries of Deluge just screaming for everybody to leave you guys alone, you are both feeling the pain of the words, but you also realize that she's trying to save all of you, which for some of you is a paradigm shift for your way of thinking at this point. You look up, and if you can't see it for a moment, take a look at my stream. And there is a mass of shit coming your way.
Oh.
Yet you hear not necessarily fear, but more of angry resolve in that cry of "Leave us the fuck alone." And in that moment, you look back in your hands, Oddity, and you're holding the sword. It begins to glow. You reach out. You touch your party members. And you're back in the swamp.
I think Oddity goes down, hands and knees, cover her head with her hand, starts crying.
The warm, wet, humid air smells sweet over the smell of decay that you have left behind. It takes but a moment. And Deluge, your eyesight comes back. Your voice comes back. You feel tears streaming down your face. Oddity is still holding the sword. And with that, we're going to end this evening. As Rogelio goes, "What the fuck just happened?"
Oh boy, that's a tale to tell you. I need a lot of drinks for that. Just as Caller kind of like sits down on the ground, just like catches his breath, like
Is what's her name there?
Exasperated sigh.
Yes.
What's her name?
Evandra.
Okay, Rogelio, first of all, nothing happened.
Nope, that's what we'll pick
Second
up
of
next
all-
time.
Second of all, don't talk to us about it.
With that, I am happy to say that Deluge finally gets to advance to level 5.
Whee!
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out tonight. I have been pleased to be your host and DM. Hopefully we'll play again sometime soon. We always have to take a look at our calendars, but we like to play on Saturdays starting at 8 p.m. Make sure that you catch all of these fine people everywhere else they play D&D as well. And I will do my best to make sure that next time it's even more interesting. With that, do you guys have anything you'd like to say on your way out?
Let him alive.
All right, I am going to launch a raid, and then we will see everybody next time. Thank you so much for hanging out, everyone.